And fold forward, reaching from your hips all the way down towards the floor. You can put your hands on your thighs. Lengthen out through the top of your head. Make your spine long. Then relax your head down, fold forward. And roll back up, one vertebrae at a time. Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm an occupational therapist and a certified yoga instructor. And today I'm going to lead you through a seated beginner level 1 yoga class. Today you will need a chair without armrests, preferably positioned on a mat, though that's not totally necessary. And you may find that you'll benefit from some blocks, but again, we can adjust if you don't have any. Join me at the front of your chair so your back is off the backrest. Begin by planting your feet firmly into the floor, about hips width distance apart. Lift up your toes and replant them down on the ground. And firmly ground your heels into the floor. Notice what that does to the muscles in your legs. See if they change in tone or activation. Then I want you to do a scan of your lower body. So think about your ankles, your calf muscles, and your shins. Think about the position of your knees. They should be pointing towards your second toes. Then think about your thighs, the pressure of the seat against the backs of your legs. Notice even the texture of your clothing on your skin. Then ground through your hips into your chair. So I want you to feel well rooted, like you could grow actual roots through your feet or through your hips. So you can feel really well grounded into your chair. And from all that stability, grow taller and longer. Reach out through the top of your head. Tone through your low belly, but keep your low ribs knit down. Take a deep breath in and notice the bottom part of your rib cage. Here, you could even place your hands here on either side of your ribs. Notice the way your ribs fill up, expand with each inhale, and contract, sink back together with each exhale. So take a few intentional breaths here. Deep breath in. Feel everything expanding, and breathe out. Contract your abs to bring your low ribs back together. Big inhale. Exhale. Notice what part of your body is moving. Then take a few more breaths here at your own pace. Bring your hands back down to your thighs and try a few more breaths without your hands on your rib cage. Now we're going to practice adding some movement into our breath. So drop your hands down at your side. On your next inhale, reach your arms up over your head. You could stop here, you could stop in a Y, or you could reach your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. And exhale, reach your arms out. Feel like you could touch everything, like your hands are moving through water as you bring them back down to your side. Inhale to reach up. And exhale back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more just like that. Inhale, reach up. Lengthen through your fingertips. And exhale, arms back down to your side. We're going to add on a little bit more movement. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend from your hips, reach your head forward. You're going to reach down towards the floor. You're welcome to put your hands on blocks or hands on your thighs. Or if you have the flexibility, openness in the back of your hamstrings, you're welcome to reach all the way down towards your toes. Let your head be heavy here. You shouldn't feel any tightness or twinging in your lower back. So if you do, come back up a little bit and place your hands on your thighs. You could even explore swaying side to side. Do what feels good here. On your next inhale, I want you to lengthen your spine. So reach out through the crown of your head, make your spine long and straight. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, fold forward. Notice if there's any more space on this round. Inhale, reach your arms out, rise all the way back up, arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's try that again. Breathe in, reach your hands up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, fold back towards the floor. Inhale, strengthen your legs, reach up, rise up. And exhale, hands to heart center. One last time, just like that. Reach out, breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, long spine. Breathe out, fold and relax. Press down through your feet. Breathe in, rise all the way up. And hands to your heart. Now we're going to add on even more, but for this round we're going to turn towards the side. So if you have blocks, you can move them out of the way and turn sideways in your chair. Find your tall seat once again. And notice here, if you're feeling wobbly on the edge, you can scoot back. But we want to keep that hip along the edge of the chair if possible. So find your tall spine, get really long. Your core is tightened here. And you'll notice if your chair back may get in your way, so you're welcome to reach your arms straight forward. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, fold forward over your feet. Breathe in, halfway lift, get long. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, reach out, rise all the way up. Now let's bring your hands to your hips. Or to the seat of your chair. We're gonna scoot over so that one leg is off the front of the chair. You can use the chair for stability here. Reach one leg back so your toes are curled under, your knees are both bent. Your front knee should be pointing straight towards your second toe. And just check in with your body here. If you feel stable, you can bring your hands to your hips. So in yoga, we're looking for a balance of effort and ease. So you should feel strong here, but your breathing should still be steady and smooth. If you feel steady here, you can reach your arms forward or overhead. If you're looking for a little bit more challenge, you can push down through your feet, come up to Crescent Pose. Your front leg, your hip is sort of drawing backwards, and your back leg is drawing forward, so they're kind of meeting in the middle, so your hips stay level. If your arms are raised, bring them back down. Use the chair for support, and draw your leg forward. Breathe in, reach your arms up. Breathe out, fold forward over your feet. Breathe in, reach long. And breathe out, relax forward. Press down through your feet. Breathe in, reach up, rise up. And breathe out, hands to heart center. Use the chair for support and turn to the other side. Find your tall mountain pose here. Ground down through your feet and through your hips. Feel steady. Breathe in, reach your arms up overhead. And breathe out, reach forward, fold over your feet. Breathe in, long spine. And breathe out, fold. Press through your feet, breathe in, rise up. Bring your hands through heart center. Use the chair for support. Scoot to the edge and bring your forward leg backwards. Tuck your toes. So you're in a lunge. Your hips are even. Both hips are pointing straight forward. If you feel steady, bring your hands to your hips. You're pressing down firmly through both feet. You can option to reach your arms up overhead. And if you're feeling very strong and your breath is still smooth, you can try pushing down through your feet. Notice, see if your hips can lift off the chair at all. Breathe here. Don't let your rib cage pop forward too much in this pose. We're keeping those ribs knit down. Your abdomen is strong. And bring your hands through heart center, back to the chair, and use the chair for support to return forward. Come back to your center. This is mountain pose. We're always going to return here to come back to our breath, to recover. Now I would like to warm up your spine. So let's reach out, hold on to the edge of your chair, and your opposite arm is going to reach overhead, big side bend. So you're just using that chair for support. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Press down through your feet to find stability. And only go as far as your back is giving you room to. So we're keeping those hips rooted into the seat. Inhale, reach up and come to the other side. Reach out and over. Find length first through your spine and then bend to the side. Smooth, easy breath here. Grounding through both hips. And reach through your top arm, come back to center. We're going to work next with some externally rotated poses, so some big hip mobility. Let's warm up our hips first. Let's step to the side as far as you feel comfortable without using your arms for help. Step out and back in. Out and in. Let's do 10 of those on each side. You may find you have more space the more repetitions you do. You can go at your own pace here. You're welcome to use the chair for support. And let's try the other side. Take a moment in the center. You're grounding through the opposite foot and step out and back in. Notice which muscles you feel turning on here. Should be building a little heat and a little mobility. That's a good thing. And last one, out and in. Okay. Now take a hold of your thigh. We're going to lift it up. Keep your shoulders rolled back and down. Your abdomen is lifting. And let's try doing some ankle circles. Breathe here. Switch directions. And then point and flex your toes. Point your toes towards the floor and draw them back towards your shins. And place your foot down. Let's try the other side. Grab a hold of your thigh. Lift up. We're doing ankle circles. And notice your whole body here. Don't let your shoulders slump. We're staying nice and tall. Abdomen is drawn in. Point and flex your toes. Okay. Now step one foot out to the side as far as you feel comfortable. We're hoping to get a 90-degree angle here, so you could scoot forward in your chair. One leg is pointing straight out the side of your chair and your other foot is pointing straight forward. Then we're going to turn your shoulders forward. Okay, so you can feel a big spread through your inner thighs, a stretching there. Ground through your hips and feet and rotate your shoulders forward. Reach your arms out to the side if you feel stable and gaze over the arm that your foot is turned out. This is Warrior Two seated. Take a breath here. Now your muscles should be very active in this position, so you're pushing isometrically through your feet, you're lifting your low abdomen. Breathe here. Then hinge from your hips, reach out, place your forearm on your thigh, and reach your opposite arm up over your head. This is extended side angle. So keep energy through your arms. You're pressing down into your leg and reaching long through your side body. Keep your feet active. And breathe here. Your heart is shining forward, so you have some sensation of rotating your chest. And reach through your top arm, come back up, and let's step your legs together in the center. You can adjust your seat. And let's go to the other side. Step your foot out as far as you can and feel comfortable. Feel free to adjust your hips. So we're creating a 90-degree angle through your legs. Ground down through your feet. Rotate your chest so you're facing out towards the long edge. And extend your arms if you feel stable. Warrior Two. Actively push down through your feet and your hips. Draw up through your low belly. Gaze out over your front arm. Breathe here. Then lengthen even more through your spine. Hinge from your hips. Reach forward. Place your forearm on your front thigh. And opposite arm reaches up and overhead. Make sure you're keeping your hips grounded here. We're lengthening up through both sides of your body. Get as long as you can. And breathe. So with each inhale, you could even rotate your chest a little more. So you're shining your heart forward. Keep those arms active. And reach through your top arm, come back up to center. Use your chair for support, or you can lift underneath your thigh to come back. Okay, now you may want to use your blocks for the next one. We're going to try triangle pose. So step your foot back out to the side and then bring it a little bit towards straight. So you may need to come up to the edge of your seat for this one. And you can place the block behind your shin area. So get really tall first. We have one leg sort of straight and the other leg is bent and steady. Reach your arms out to the side just like you had them in Warrior Two. And lengthen, reach from your hips, bend out, and then set your hand down on that block. Your top arm can either come to your hip or reach up towards the ceiling. Plant your feet really firmly, and your hips are really grounded into that chair. You can gaze forward or up towards the ceiling, depending on how your neck is feeling. But breathe here. Notice the space that you have in the sides of your body. And reach through your arm, come all the way up, and draw your leg back in. Let's try the other side. You can set up your block. And step your foot out to the side. Bring it towards straight. Listen to your body here. It's what feels comfortable and stable and safe. Rotate your shoulders so they're facing towards the long edge. Hinge from your hips. Place your hand down on the block, or it could be on your shin or your thigh. Press through your feet and reach that upper arm up. Or it can definitely stay on your hip, but we're just looking for that chest rotation. We're grounding through your hips. And as you inhale, lengthen through your spine. Get as long as you can. And exhale, if you have more space, you can stretch a little farther out over your leg. Inhale, reach, rise up, and draw that leg back to center. Let's stretch out our spines a little bit after all that side bending. So we're going to explore cat-cow here. So place your hands on your knees. This is a little baby back bend first. We have cow pose. So draw your shoulder blades together. Tilt your pelvis so it kind of tips forward, and we create a little back bend here. You could even drop your head back a little bit. This is very gentle. And tuck your chin in towards your chest, round your spine. So you'll notice your pelvis is tilting the opposite direction. And this is cat pose. Think like an angry Halloween cat. Inhale, come back to cow, little back bends. Exhale, cat pose. And flow back and forth through these two poses just to loosen your spine, neutralize everything. Go at your own pace here. And then find neutral again. Notice the feeling in your pelvis here. It was tilting forward and backwards, so find where neutral is. Sit up tall, shoulders back. Beautiful. And let's step both legs out. I'm going to find goddess pose here. So press down through both your feet. Get strong. This is a really active pose. And inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, back down to your side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back down. And then experiment. See if you could push down so much through your feet that your bottom almost lifts up off the chair. So we're really activating through your legs. You might not come up, but we're getting all of that muscle activation. And then let's explore a little twist here. So let's place your hands on your knees. You can drop one shoulder. Breathe here. Get really long through your spine. Now be careful not to press on your actual knees. We're just sort of resting our hands here on our thighs. Inhale, come back to center and drop towards the other side. We're looking for a rotation of the spine here. Beautiful. Come back up to center. Draw those feet back together. Find your neutral seat. And bring your hands straight towards the middle here. If they can touch, that's great. If not, we can keep a little pillow of air in between them. Let's open up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as you spread your chest open. And exhale, bring your hands back together. Inhale, open, spread your chest. Exhale, bring hands back together. Let's do 2 more. Last one, deep inhale, fill your chest. Exhale, hands back to center. Now, wrap your arms around each other. So you could be grabbing on near your shoulder blades or just the backs of your shoulders. And take a breath here. If you feel like you've got a lot of space, you could continue wrapping your arms so that the backs of your hands touch. This is a big stretch for your shoulder blades. And let's explore some breathing here. So breathe in, lift your elbows up. Little back bend. Breathe out, round forward. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, little forward bend. We're just moving that upper part of your spine here. Inhale up. Exhale, round. The last one. Inhale up. And exhale, round. And uncross your arms, bring it back to your knees. We'll try the other side. So opposite arm underneath. First, you start with hugging, giving yourself a big hug, holding onto your shoulder blades. You could stay here, or option 2, move to level 2, is backs of your hands together. Or you could take full eagle arms where your hands are wrapped completely, where your palms are touching. Inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral and release your arms. Let's mobilize your neck a little bit. Let's just take some little small half circle rolls. Do what feels good to you here. You could pause with your ear towards one shoulder and gently roll to the other side. Back and forth. So now that we've mobilized your spine in twisting and forward bending, we've gotten it ready to do some back bends. So keep listening to your body. Do what feels good to you. Remember your balance between effort and ease. We're looking for slow, steady breath through any movement here. So if it's uncomfortable, you're welcome to return to mountain pose. Bring your hands to the backs of your hips. You can hold them in fists and draw your elbows together in the back. So we're already starting with a big chest opening and a little back bend. You may need to come up to the edge of your chair so you have room. Plant your feet firmly in the ground. We're looking for energetic legs because that's your base of support. Then as you feel ready, you can lift your heart. Big inhale, lengthen your spine and drop your head backwards. So we want to be careful not to crunch into your low back, but all the mobility is happening in your upper back between your shoulder blades. This is Camel Pose. Breathe here. As you feel ready, tuck your chin, gently roll back up, and let's hold a neutral position for a moment, just to sort of recalibrate your spine. Take a deep breath here. When you're ready, place your hands firmly behind you on your chair. Plant your feet hips distance apart. We're going to take bridge pose. I want you to maintain your knees pointing straight towards your second toes, so we don't want them to come out to the side or to press in together. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Chest is broad, but we want to make sure your rib cage isn't really poking forward, so we're keeping the abdomen engaged. Press through your legs, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Your head can draw back. You want one long line of your body from your tip of your head down to your knees. Breathe here. Press from your glutes up towards the ceiling. Knees stay drawing straight forward. And slowly lower your hips back down. Find neutral. And breathe here. And let's slowly begin to wind down our practice. You can reset yourself in your seat. Still keep your back off the backrest if possible. Let's take a deep breath in. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, put your hand on your outside of your knee, and opposite arm can come behind the chair or on the edge of the chair. We're looking for a gentle spinal twist. So you're rotating from your shoulders, breathing in length into your spine. And as you find more space, you're welcome to rotate a little bit further, but we're not looking to jam into any shapes here. We're going to listen to what our body's offering to us today. Breathe in, gently unwind. Exhale. Next breath in, reach your arms up over your head. And exhale, place your hand on the outside of your knee. Use the back of your chair, the edge, to gently twist your body. Rotate those shoulders. And breathe here. Keep your head reaching up towards the ceiling and feet planted down into the ground. And gently untwist. Lift your leg from the thigh. Place your ankle on your knee, if that's comfortable. You may also come with your legs fully crossed if you need to. But let's try and let that knee gently fall open. Don't press your knee down. Just let gravity do the work. And find a lot of length in your spine. So pressing down through your hips and through your foot. If you feel stable here or like there's more room, you can hold onto your chair and gently hinge forward. We're looking for sensation in the back of your hip and on the outside. If you're feeling pain or twinginess in your knee, gently come back up and release, because we're not looking to torque that knee in this position. Breathe here. This is modified pigeon. You can keep your toes active. And inhale, slowly come back up. You can use your hands to release your leg. And let's draw the opposite leg up. Cross ankle over knee. Let gravity draw your knee down. Find a lot of length in your spine. Ground through your foot and through your hips. And if there's room, you could gently hinge forward from your pelvis, looking for a sensation in that outer hip. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Keep your feet active. And breathe here. And gently come back up. Use your hands to draw your leg back down to the floor. As we bring our practice to a close, you feel free to do whatever makes your body feel good here. I'll guide you through some gentle leg mobility. So you could lean back into the back of your chair for some support here. Use your hands to lift your leg up. You could hook around your thigh or around your shin. Draw your knee in towards your chest, and let's draw some small circles. Just looking for a little massage of that hip joint. And try going the other direction. Breathing as you go. Squeeze your knee in towards your chest and gently release. And move to the other leg. Lift your knee up towards your chest. Squeeze it in, and let's draw some small circles with your knee. And bring it the other direction. And squeeze your knee in towards your chest and relax it down. Now move into a comfortable seat, so lean against your backrest, and we're going to relax your body into Shavasana. So that's our final resting pose, also called corpse pose. So we are integrating everything we've just done in our practice, intentionally relaxing all of our body. So you can place your hands on your thighs, gently bring your eyes towards closed. Notice your breath here. Let it be easy and light. Relax your feet. Relax the muscles of your legs. Relax your hips and groins. Relax your belly. Let your chest, your rib cage, your shoulders relax. Let your neck and your head relax. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Let the muscles of your jaw relax. Relax the skin on your face. And draw your attention to your breath here. Notice any sensation you feel as your breath comes in and out. Notice any movement in your body as your breath fills your lungs and gently releases. Become an observer of your own body here. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Find some small movements. Maybe begin to wiggle your fingers or your toes. Maybe rock your knees towards each other and away. And gently use your hands on your chair to pull yourself back up to an upright seat. Hands can rest on your thighs. Shoulders can roll up, back, and down. Find your tall mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms up and out to the side. Bring them together at the top and draw them back down to heart center. Thank you for taking your time to practice with me today, for taking time to listen to your body, for honoring yourself in this practice. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining me in this practice, and I plan to post many more videos with different levels. So this was a beginner-friendly level 1 class, but I will be adding level 2 classes as well as standing classes to this channel, so stay tuned.